Set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day. Aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day.
Okay, so this is a first. I thought I would give this a try and see if you can see enough of the back here of what it takes when I need to make my bed. Every now and then when I'm out in an area where I have friends and stuff, they kind of don't understand why I need a half an hour to get my bed ready. And so I thought maybe this might be a good way to show everybody, even my YouTube viewers, how it is when you're in such a very, very tight space. I am driving in a Dodge Grand Caravan and I have all the seats taken out. So behind me, back here, is where the back seats would normally be. And I use that to store my pillows, my sleeping bags, my electric blanket, which I've got here, which goes on the bed pad, and also all my art supplies. And you know, those of you who've been following me for a while, excuse me, my leg is itchy. Those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that about 50% of what I carry in the back, maybe even slightly more, is all art supplies. So my last video, I showed you a little bit of what I've been working on, and it's a fairly large canvas, about this tall and this wide. When I'm in the van, I can lean it against the passenger seat and I can work on it inside the van. Right now I'm staying at a friend's house, and she has a garage that she uses as a music and art studio, so I'm able to work in there. So the back part of the van right now is not quite as crowded as it normally is, but it's usually packed, you know, like halfway. So I'm going to go ahead and make my bed, and hopefully there's enough wide angle for you to see what goes into making my bed at night. So there, the mattress is now completely unfolded. Next, since it's getting down into the low 40s at night, I started using this heating pad, and it's just like a heated mattress pad, and it fits a full-size bed. But what's nice is that by having it doubled over, I get twice the heating for the money. So that goes on top. And the advantage of being short is I don't need all the space. So I fold it up a little bit here. So that way I have even extra heating elements for my feet. So there we go, that's the bottom. Then I use 2 quilts. I don't use sheets. Sheets just don't have enough weight to them. So I use 2 quilts. This is my lightweight one that I use on the bottom. And this is enough weight to kind of hold that down. And I like to tuck it in on the sides because I have these are my blackouts that I'll use up on the windows if I'm parked overnight in a public area. So that way I can still have my lights on, but nobody can see there's lights on inside. And it might bring awareness and ruin my stealth camping. Because in a public place, I don't like to let anybody know that there's somebody sleeping inside the van. So I took that all inside. The other advantage of these two is if I'm sleeping in a parking lot someplace, the lights will sometimes be so bright that they'll shine in the windows. That's how I don't have to worry so much because there's stuff over there. But they'll shine in the windows and the light will sometimes keep me awake. So these I like to keep handy, just in case. And then if it's really, really cold, they do help to insulate the windows a little bit. But it's not quite that cold tonight. So that's the bottom part. And then my pillow. And normally I keep all my pajamas inside my pillowcase because it makes it easier to find them when I'm ready to go to bed. But I'm not ready to go to bed yet. I'm going to stay up for a little while and watch a movie. So there's my pillows. And then it's funny the little things that you learn that make it easier, especially if you're out in the countryside or in a dark wooded area and you don't have any light at night. I used to put my quilt this way, but then I couldn't tell, like if I kicked it off, I couldn't find it because it was all dark. So now when I put my blanket on, I put it on with the white side up, because that way if there's any moonlight or even just the lights on my jackery are sometimes enough to see where my cover is. So, and then the very last thing is the sleeping bag. And so this sleeping bag is for, they call it a 3-season sleeping bag. I don't know what it's rated to, what temperature. All I know is it's warm. The thing I don't like about sleeping bags though is that they're slippery and they slide around. So inevitably I end up having to find it in the middle of the night. So the cover I always tuck it down in there next to my cabinet. And then I don't like sleeping in it because then I feel kind of claustrophobic. So, and if you heard that beeping sound, that's my refrigerator. It's going through cycling. So I always undo it all the way. And what's nice about this one is it's cotton on the inside. And I like to tuck it in on one side because it kind of helps it to stay in place and keeps it from moving around too much. Okay, I have this up here because, again, if I'm in a public place and, excuse me, even though I have the window kind of like whited out with paint, kind of you can't see through it because it's tinted, I still like to have this up here for two reasons. It does kind of keep people from, if they were to get up right up to the window, they could see in. But also it kind of creates a little fabric barrier between the window and my head. So it kind of helps to insulate the inside of the van a little bit. So there you have it. That's my nighttime routine. Tonight I'm going to watch a movie. So what I will do is slide that up. And I usually watch TV on my phone. And I just prop the phone up and hold it. If I wanted to, I could use my laptop, my tablet, not tablet, my computer, my portable, my Mac Air, and I can put my laptop there, and then I can really see, have a nice big screen. But, you know, I'm pretty easy. I don't need a big screen TV. So a lot of times I just watch my phone. And then when I'm done with my phone at night, I have this little nook here to the side. And so I'll plop my phone right here, and I put my glasses right there, and then I can find everything I need in the middle of the night. So this is kind of like my nightstand, and I have my bottle of water if I need it. And as for the toilet, I'll show you that another night. Okay? Thanks. Hi everyone, I just wanted to kind of do a face-to-face with you guys for a few minutes. I'm realizing that, you know what, the trip is about to come to an end, at least this portion of it. I have roughly 3 weeks to go before I head off to Mexico, and I'm currently, as of this recording, in Maryland visiting friends, and I've been kind of house hopping but still staying in my van for some of it, not all of it. But right now I'm staying with some friends who have a horse, and they have a family emergency, so she's having to leave the property, and I'm learning how to feed them and water them and put out hay and stuff like that. So this is what van life is about, right? It's new experiences and new things to do and people to meet, and that's what it's about. And so I've learned quite a few things of what to do and what not to do since I've been in the van. I'm going to make a list of those, and in my next little short video I'm going to tell you what all those are. So for now, today what I have on my agenda is she has a garage that is only used for like art and music and storage, and she has it set up really, really nice. And I had needed some larger space to print some paper for the portrait that I'm working on right now. And if you'd like to see that, you can hop over to the Artistic Nomad Facebook page, and you can see it there. It's almost done. I would say it's 95% done. There's a few little things I still kind of want to add to it. But you know, it's like a painting's never completely done until you sell it. So, but anyway, so I have a mess in her garage that today I'm going to be cleaning up and kind of reorganizing the van. From here I go to my son's house down in now it's actually up in Philadelphia, and stay with him for a couple of weeks, and maybe do some sightseeing in Philadelphia. And I've always wanted to go to the Philadelphia Zoo, which is only minutes from where he lives. And so hopefully, if the weather holds like it's been lately, we're going to get to go. So today, as I pack and repack the van, it's basically going to be with putting everything into storage in mind. Repacking art supplies, repacking sleeping gear, food cooking gear, stuff like that. So that way when I get to New Hampshire, I could just pop it right into the storage unit. I don't have to spend much time going through things. So yeah, this is just, I can't believe it's been 4 months, and I have learned so many things, like feeding horses and where to park, not to park. My confidence has been hugely boosted from this process, and it's been good. And what's going to come next year, I'm not really sure. I may go out west. If I do go out west, I definitely want a bigger van because I want Peanut. I say it every time. You guys who follow me know I really, really miss Peanut. So I'd like to have some kind of a van that I can have him with me. I did bring a lot more art supplies than I needed, and so that will reduce the amount of space that I need. So maybe it's just a matter of reconfiguring the van so it's more conducive to having Peanut with me. So that's it for now, and I will be back at you later. Thanks. Oh, and if you would like to help support me financially on this adventure, go over to my Patreon page, and you can subscribe for like $7 a month, and and that helps me put gas in the car. Fortunately, this thing's pretty good on fuel economy, but it still costs a lot. And like if I'm not driving a lot, naturally, just traveling, I need to run the engine to charge up the Jackery. And I depend on the Jackery for my coffee in the morning and for my heated blanket at night, and charging the laptop and the phone and all that. So $7 a month, you can help me out a lot. It would mean a lot to me. And at the end of the video, you'll see the link to get over to the Patreon page. Oh, here we go again. I hate traffic. Of course, I don't know anybody that likes traffic. But it's a Sunday afternoon, and I really didn't think I would have any traffic on my way north from Maryland to Philadelphia. And I'm wrong. In my last video, I talked about how much I hated traffic and congestion in the DC area. And now here I am in traffic. Last time I was just on a bridge across the traffic on my way to Philadelphia. And all those red lights, and it's not Christmas trees either.